We are here with the 2024 KTM 390 Duke, which might be one of the most feature-rich, small displacement naked bikes, and a bike that is 90% new for 2024. So the changes start with an all-new engine. It's a little bit more compact than before and actually is a larger displacement. Now you've got a larger airbox on this bike and overall a just more refined package. A couple other things, you've got a transmission with an updated shift drum and new 5th and 6th gear. You've got an all-new chassis. It's going to be more rigid than before, offering a little bit more stability. You've got adjustable WP suspension, and out back here you've got an offset shock that allowed KTM to actually lower the seat height on this bike. Sounds silly to talk about electronics on a small displacement machine, but man, this is an impressive electronics package for 2024. You've got street and rain ride modes, adjustable traction control, ABS with a available Supermoto mode, and a 5-inch TFT display. Now we've seen TFT displays on KTM's small displacement lineup before, but this one has a little different operating system and just feels more well featured. Another thing that I will add is that KTM has updated the switchgear on this bike. It is really nice feel. Again, just on a small displacement machine, it's really nice to see these features. Adding to that, you've got adjustable brake and clutch lever. Now, all of that is wrapped in an updated design that really pulls a lot of inspiration from KTM's larger displacement Super Duke naked bikes. It sounds funny to get excited about the looks of a small displacement machine, but to KTM, it's really important to build in that premium look and feel because, hey, in some parts of the world, this might be the largest displacement machine that is available to riders. Not necessarily the case in the US, but what that does mean for those folks in the States is that you have an entry-level machine that has this premium look and feel to it. One of the things that stands out is these tank covers, gives this bike almost a big bike look to it and helps it feel really comfortable from the saddle. Now, what is this bike like to ride? Well, let's be honest, it's mostly an around town bike, and we didn't really get to do a lot of that today on our first ride with it. We were kind of up in the canyons, riding some twisty roads, getting a little bit of highway riding in, and it is surprising how versatile this bike is and what it is capable of. I remember riding some of these small displacement bikes, 7-8 years ago, and it felt like they were pretty limited. And now you can get out on some open roads and have a ton of fun. Now this thing still feels really nimble and lightweight, but there's a great sense of stability to that. Now, that's great because for the newer rider, they're gonna have that sense of control, but it also allows them to grow with the bike and to feel like they're honing their skills and getting faster as a rider. A big thing there is going to be that adjustable suspension. I think it's really nice to have that on an entry-level package and have people be able to adjust that suspension not only to accommodate them, but help them learn how to tune their motorcycle to work for them. Is this the most capable suspension package in motorcycling? No, it's not. We're still working with an entry-level machine for the most part, but there's a really good sense of control, and the clickers do allow you to change the feel of the motorcycle and tune it to the type of riding that you're doing. We do have a slipper clutch this year, and that makes a big difference in around town riding, some stop and go stuff, really light feel, and it's really just a nice, enjoyable motorcycle to ride. Power is very tractable with an immediate delivery. Out on the open road, you do start to feel a little bit of vibrations, about 6,500 RPM, and what I will say is that it does have a bit of a narrow power band. Best power is going to be from about 7,000 to 9,500 RPM. That makes this thing a little bit busy when you are riding at a higher speed. You have to work the shift lever pretty hard to keep it in that sweet spot. But again, that's not really what this bike was developed for. This is gonna be more for that around town riding, but you do still have that performance to pick up the pace and again, grow with the motorcycle. As for the electronics, are traction control and things like Supermoto ABS necessary on a bike like this? Maybe not, but it is nice to have that extra sense of security on a bike. What I will say is this TFT is absolutely gorgeous. Not only is the display crystal clear and easy to read at a glance, but the new switchgear that KTM is using is just really easy to use, and it is such an intuitive system. This has all of the features and niceties of a big displacement, really high-end motorcycle. That is really cool for new riders. Another important thing to consider is that lower seat height. It feels really good for a shorter rider. Not an issue I normally have, but I do appreciate when a manufacturer addresses that. It's just going to give you that little extra sense of control and I think help people kind of get comfortable as they're growing with this motorcycle. What you have in this new 2024 390 Duke is a bike that looks really good, but not only that, it has the premium components that you normally wouldn't really expect to find on a small displacement entry-level machine. Yes, there are still going to be some limitations. Again, this isn't the most capable suspension package, and that engine starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable at a really quick pace. What you do get is a bike that is going to be a lot of fun around town, really capable, and just a machine that helps you feel comfortable as you're growing into motorcycling. So those are our thoughts from our first day with the 390 Duke. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, drop them below. We'll try to get you answers. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the videos. Hey, also don't forget that there is going to be a full review on this bike up at cycleworld.com. We hope you check it out and get more information and more from our time with the bike. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.